The Laser Edit Profiler comes in a handy suitcase suitable for easy airplane transport. It contains the foot pedal, the glass pane holder, a USB extension cord, the calibration item, bolts necessary for assembly, the glass pane itself, which will serve as a working platform, the laser safety instruction sheet, and the two main components of the profiler. This is the upper part, and the lower part. There's also a tool for tightening the screws, two flexible helping hands, the USB cable to connect to the camera, and that's all we need to assemble the whole device. We begin the assembly of the Laser Edit Profiler by first attaching the lower part to the edge of a desk. Next, we carefully attach the upper part to the lower part, making sure not to pinch the cables between the two parts. Then we use the included bolts to fix the upper part, the lower part. For this, we can use the included tool to tighten the bolts. There are two bolts at the back side and two bolts at the front side. Now we can unpack the glass pane from the bubble wrap. There are also some microfiber cloths there to clean the glass, and some papers which we will need later when photographing. We can use the cleaning cloth to hold the glass pane so we don't smudge it. And first slide on the plastic holder, making sure that the openings for the tightening bolts align. Now we take the two wider of the bolts with the plastic heads and use them to attach the glass pane with the plastic holder to the metal protrusion on the profiler. This should go relatively easy, so just make sure that the openings and the bolts are aligned with the windings. Now we can use the remaining two bolts to attach the helping hands to the plastic part that holds the glass pane. These helping hands will serve to hold the pottery fragments in place if necessary. The last step is to attach the cables. First, the separate USB cable connecting the lower black and white camera to the USB hub at the back of the device. Then the USB cables of the upper black and white camera and the color camera, which come from the upper part of the device. Then the power cable of the upper laser projector, which comes from the upper part of the device. Make sure to connect it to the uppermost connector on the control unit on the device, and then the connector of the lower laser projector. Make sure not to switch those around. Then the power connector of the LED light coming from the upper part of the device. And lastly, we can connect the foot pedal, which is not necessary for the device to operate, but it can be a help when using it. So we connect it to the lowermost connector at the control unit. Now we can unwind the USB cable, which is used to connect the device to the computer. And connect the USB cables to the upper black and white camera and the color camera at the upper part of the device. Be careful not to use too much force when connecting these, because the connectors are a little delicate. Now we can attach the device to the computer, and that concludes the assembly. In case you are having trouble establishing a connection to the computer, you can try the following troubleshooting steps. Make sure to use a USB 3.0 port on the computer, indicated by the SS icon for super speed. If available, make sure that the computer is connected to power. It can also help using different ports on the computer, and make sure not to use an external USB hub to connect it directly to the computer. Also, in case of camera connectivity issues, try to detach and reattach the USB cables on the device itself.